What is up YouTube, Zaki Boy Games has returned, not necessarily with a gaming video, but I put in some gaming footage for your entertainment anyway. But we're going to be talking about something that has affected YouTubers for quite a bit, and that has to do with copyright. Believe it or not, I've studied sound production at TAFE SA for quite a bit, but due to the circumstances, I could not continue my studies, but I did get some useful information out of it. Sound production is a course that doesn't just go into the whole method of recording, editing, and mastering sound. It actually goes deeper into what the sound production industry is all about, and they also talk about how copyright works. Now, when people think about copyright, they would usually think of a video on YouTube getting copyright claimed. No, what's actually happening is called copyright law. Now, what copyright law does is to ensure that any money made from a piece of music, for example, goes towards the copyright owner. Now, copyright ownership can go to either the record label, the musicians, or even the sound engineers, unless the musician uses services like DistroKid, in which they could just keep 100% of the royalties. Hashtag not sponsored. So, for example, if someone were to use an entire song in their video onto YouTube, then that video getting monetized and there is no copyright claim, that YouTuber can make money off of that video. Thus, the musician won't be making any money off of their song, which is a bit of a pain in the butt for them. This is why when you would see a video on YouTube getting copyrighted, you would sometimes see it either completely demonetized or still monetized, but then part of the money goes towards the copyright owner. And that is what a copyright claim is. Now, when you look at reaction videos on YouTube, sometimes you would see at the start copyright disclaimer under section something something of the Copyright Act, blah 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 blah. That is actually legitimate. Now, when people think of fair use, they would sometimes think of, oh, I can use an entire song and not get copyrighted. That is only under the circumstance that you are using that song for commentary. On Rouse Lawyers, I think that's how you pronounce it, rouselawyers.com.au, it says that copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Woo! Damn, I'm good! So, under the circumstance that if a new song is just dropped and you want to give your reaction and your opinion on it, you can legally do so without having to suffer a copyright claim. And the same goes for parodies, because they also fall into the same category as criticism and commentary. And when you watch the news, you could sometimes see clips of a live performance or a music video. That is also allowed because it falls into news reports. And the exact same goes for when you're learning a song in your music class, for example, because that is for teaching purposes. So with all this evidence supporting the fair use claim, why are videos still getting copyrighted? And in case if you don't know, it's called the bot or algorithm. It's not even speculation anymore, because this has happened to so many YouTubers when their videos get demonetized and copyrighted. They would try to get a response, but the response would be immediate, but it's so void of reason. I mean, all the responses are basically just copied and pasted by the bot. And when your video does get copyrighted, the bot doesn't even allow you to explain why you're using said video or audio. This hasn't just happened to me, believe it or not. It happened to my Biff Me 2 video. Well, to be honest, I did leave the music on, so that's sort of why. I mean, I should have just turned it off. But anyway, this has happened to other YouTubers, specifically reaction channels. And like I said, commentary and criticism falls under fair use, which is legal, but the bots don't recognize that. And what the bots or algorithm, whatever you want to call it, is doing is basically just hunting videos down one by one. But sometimes it's not even the bots copyright claiming videos, but it's also people who are strangely copyright claiming videos for basically little to no reason. If you look at Star Wars Theory's video Shards of the Past, it's an absolutely fantastic short film, but sadly it got manually copyrighted by Disney, even though Star Wars Theory and Lucasfilms came up with an agreement. And if I remember correctly, that agreement stated that Star Wars Theories cannot monetize the video, and he also could not have an external source of money for the film budget. The only way to do that was to get the money from the other videos that he makes, and he managed to raise, I think it was $100,000 and to invest all that time and money into one short film only to have it manually copyrighted is just completely unfair. I bet whoever it was that copyrighted that video probably didn't even
do a little research.
But then you could say that there are people at YouTube who are just copyright claiming videos just to pull the piss. I just simply do not understand why that whole thing is even allowed at YouTube. So instead of having a system that just automatically scans videos for copyrighted audio, they could easily just implement a system that does not allow unfair copyright claiming. Or even better, just implement something that allows content creators to be able to explain why they are using said audio or video, and then go through the rules to see if that said reason is allowed or not. There we go, that was my little rant. I know this vid might not get as many views as I would hope, but if this helps someone out, then that's literally all that matters. And speaking of views, thank you guys for getting this channel 150 views over the past month. Wow, we have never achieved that before. It definitely looks like you guys enjoyed the Biff Me 2 videos, so I'll definitely do more of those in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, obviously give it a like, give it a share, that would really help. Give this channel a sub, or give this video a comment down below in case if I have missed anything, and I'll see you later.